today we're going to be doing just ASMR, so no deep topic today, no deep talks. So we'll see what we have for some triggers. We'll get straight into it. I'm finding that I will do a little bit of rambling. Just because, I wouldn't be me if I didn't ramble on about something just a little. But I do feel like the channel is a bit stagnated in its growth lately, and that the viewership seems to appreciate more videos that are just purely ASMR versus me going on about a topic, as opposed to, I guess, the way it was, when I started this channel, which that seemed to be appreciated more. So I'm just gonna do ASMR for a little while, and you guys let me know in the comments if you want to see me implement something in terms of the way I'm creating my videos or otherwise. But in any case, today's video is just gonna be me. Well, I'll talk a little bit and just tap on stuff, put you guys to sleep. Yes, my nails are a bit long, but because I let them grow like that on purpose, just so I can do ASMR before I cut them. Growing out the nails just for you guys, so I can give you guys some good tingles, good tappy sounds. Got the tappy marker here as always. Oh no, the camera's being so temperamental. You are doing a good job. You are doing good. You're doing so good in life. And I know a lot of people doubt themselves, we all, it's the human condition, we all doubt ourselves a little. But I feel like when we actually sit down with ourselves for a moment, we actually realize that we are doing well, we are doing our best, and we are achieving things. So it's important that you recognize that as well. I feel like when I talk to you guys a lot of the times doing my videos, I am also talking to myself. I am somebody who, I wouldn't say I find it hard to accept praise, but I just never had anybody really in my life who ever gave me praise just for being myself. But I'm gonna make sure you guys get that today. You're doing so well. Such a good job. All good boys and good girls. I hope you're going to the gym too. Got my eye on you. I like this sound. I gotta figure out how on YouTube you implement the timestamps so you guys can skip to the certain triggers. I'm not any kind of YouTube or video editing expert, so I literally do this whole every platform I'm on, like my podcast, if you watched it, Moonstruck, which is always linked in the description below, as well as my other podcast, Athlete Enlightened, plus this channel. I always do all of the videos of myself, besides the producers at the podcast studio, running that. I do all the uploading, the script writing, the actual video itself. Like when I'm at home on the board here, I'm doing completely all of this myself. There's no video editor, there's no content creator, there's no social media expert. It's just like me doing like everything. So, and I'm also trying to make like obviously a living out of this at some point, but let's just focus on getting the view count up for now. Oh, that's nice. I'm also doing like a lot of different things. Like I mentioned, I'm doing a podcast. I'm also like basically a fitness trainer. So I'm attempting to build a business and career around that as well. And hopefully tie in what I'm doing with like this channel and like my other channels to that. Because like I want to basically create a platform that can I can engage like all of the things that I'm doing. So like I can talk about things related to fitness, or like do podcasting on fitness, or something related to fitness anyway. Understanding the human body, I feel like, is imperative to actually understanding who you are and what you're capable of in the world. Which is why you see so many people at the gym just focused on like self-development, or just like finding a place to kind of like develop themselves at some level, right? Let me know in the comments section like what triggers you guys like. But you guys are doing so well. I know life can sometimes seem like challenging, and that like people around you might not always appreciate like how hard you work or see it, or like I don't know, just actually give you what you need, like, you know, relatives and stuff like that. Instead of being supportive, they can be quite annoying a lot of the times. And it's ironic that the people who are supposed to be the biggest supporters of us can sometimes be also the hindrance to us and our progress, especially our development as people, right? Just like in terms of principles and virtues. But you know who you are, and don't let anybody convince you otherwise. That's the thing, like, as long as you self-reflect on what you do, that's the most important thing. Most people who judge other people, they don't look at their self in the mirror, which is why they project it onto other people. So just know that you are doing well, and most of the times when other people give you a hard time, it's not actually about you, it's about their insecurity. So, just like, don't let it get to you, and let that push you forward in the direction you want to go in. Yeah, I don't like this circling as much, but nice. You're doing so well for me. You're doing so well in general. Don't ever doubt that. Don't ever doubt yourself. This is the Prince of Mercury telling you that you are on the right path. The fact that you're even watching this channel, which, might I add, is, you know, well, pissed off. But I will say that I do value what I do more so than a lot of the ASM artists out there, because everything I do is not only, as I said, done by me, but it's more so authentic. Like, I don't edit my videos. I don't, the only thing I'll do is sometimes pause the videos if there's like background sound or whatever, but I don't edit them. I don't, use AI. I don't, like, I'm not like even wearing makeup, or I don't like, wear I don't know, I'm just like, I don't include all those like superficial aspects to the aspect of content creation, because I want you guys to know that when you come to me, you're looking at authentic content, you're looking at things that is genuinely the way it is, and I want you guys to know that when you watch my videos, and like maybe I'm talking about a subject, and like you resonate with it, that you can know, maybe not that it's any kind of absolute truth because it comes from me, but because you know it's my truth, you know it's that I'm saying it because I believe it to be true, and not because I'm trying to get anything out of it. The world is at an all-time low in terms of authenticity these days. A lot of people are so shallow, they'll do anything for subscribers and likes. But me, I'd rather be authentic. I'd rather you guys know that you're coming to somebody you can genuinely rely on. And I believe that's how you build community. It's not through smoke and mirrors. So many of these ASM artists out there are like, you know, doing things like OnlyFans. They're, I don't know, just including so much like facade in their content. Just to, you know, oh yeah, I want money, I want influence, blah blah blah. It's okay to want those things, but, you know, get them the way that shows who you are actually, not, ooh, oh yeah, I have to be this person to get this. Like, no, you don't need to, like, connive and manipulate your way to getting what you want. If you genuinely do things because you believe it and have a pure intention and know who you are and believe in that, you can win and get everything you want. noticing that as I tap near to the back, the sound is denser. As I tap near to the front, it's less dense. Am I mocking hard? You guys gotta let me know in the comments which triggers are your favorite. Excuse my stomach growling, my tummy. You know, I think in music, when they said play the keyboard, this wasn't what they meant. This could be one. I was also gonna say that I don't know if there's anything to that. But what I was saying earlier is like, don't let people's perceptions of you influence who you want to be. Because like, excuse the squeaky chair, the noisy chair. There's always gonna be people who have like their own perceptions about the world and like, you know, attempt to tell you like this and that, but like the key is just like, I wouldn't say not listening, but just like filtering it out. Because like if what somebody is telling you is not beneficial to you, you shouldn't listen to it. So like, you should often, when you're taking advice from somebody, look at who that person is and ask yourself, do I want to be like this person? If the answer is no, then I guess they have nothing more to teach you, right? And I don't mean like, do I want to be exactly like this person, do everything they do, but just like, do they have qualities that I like and resonate with, right? Doesn't mean that, you know, if somebody who's like, you know, I don't know, like, I don't know, religious or whatever, is like telling you something and you're an atheist, it doesn't mean like, oh, well, I don't want to be a religious person so I can't listen. It means more, I'm talking more so about like, you know, if, I don't know, like, let's say that, I don't know, it's just somebody says something to you and it doesn't vibe with what you feel, that like, I don't know, they have a strong opinion about something, and you're like, well, thinking to yourself, well, I don't really feel that way, then like, or like, more so, even, like, materialistic one is a bit superficial, which is why I'm hesitant to like use it as an example. But like, say somebody who you consider is like not wealthy or like is like poor. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being poor, but like if you're asking like somebody for, or you're wanting advice on like how to make money, you wouldn't ask somebody who's poor, right? Because chances are they don't know. They could give you some advice that could be valuable, but again, you have to filter that through the perception of like, okay, well, who's telling me this? And is it accurate? Can I depend on this as a reliable source of information? Like, if somebody's telling you something about, like, investments, let's say, but they don't invest, what do they have to tell you about investments? Nothing, right? So, just make sure you always filter your information through who's telling you it, right? That was funny. That was an example that I have had experience with when somebody was actually saying to me like this and that about investing, and I'm thinking, well, you don't invest, and well, you don't have a lot of money either. So like, why are you trying to give me advice on this? Especially more so even if you don't ask for advice, but they just like start rambling on about something. You just need to be aware of those things. Make sure you know who's telling you something. But you guys are doing fine, so you're doing well. Doing productive job. Doing productive job. Doing productive job. You guys are doing well. I know some of you might have not heard that lately, but you are doing well. I know how it feels to not have people like rooting for you or on your side, or like genuinely just saying like good job, or like saying something just to be nice. Like, I know how that can feel to not have people on your side like that. Like, it's easy for people to criticize and say, oh, this and that, blah blah blah, but they don't comment when you're doing well. So it's like, why would I ever listen to what you have to say? Like, if you don't like say something about, oh yeah, like when I'm doing well, why should I listen to you about like, you know, what you think is constructive criticism? So most of these people don't know what they're talking about, and probably most of you already know that in life there's a lot of stupid people out there. A lot of people who will say things and then not even do the same thing as they preach, right? Like, I preach go to the gym, but I go to the gym, right? So, reliable source of information. You know, I preach do martial arts. I do martial arts. So, reliable source of information. I preach become successful because I myself am working on being successful. I say attempt to build your own business, or become your own boss, or build your own platform, be independent, because I do those things. I might not be a millionaire from it, even if you know, you do think at that time you are worthy of it, and that's where you should be. But the point is that as long as you are working towards what you preach, that is the most important thing. Because so many people will say, oh yeah, do this and do that. It's like, did you do this and do that? Well, no. It's like, well, there you go. And what's funny about these people is like, it's good to laugh about them and laugh at them. Maybe not right to their face, because typically they'll just get more heated, but you know, laugh afterwards and dispel the negativity of their illusions. Because like I was saying in the investment example, like somebody who doesn't know about investing or doesn't invest is trying to tell you about investing, and then something they they tell you is wrong, and you attempt to correct them on it, and they just like, they're like, oh, well, that's not the point, or whatever, or just like, kind of like, go off on some like other tangent to like distract from the point that they don't know what they're talking about, right? But that's the human condition, right? People like to talk like they know what they're talking about, even if they don't. People like to sound smart, they like to hear themselves talk. I think we're all a bit like that. I know I'm a bit like that. But the thing is, realizing it is one thing, being unconscious and just doing it, and giving people advice when they don't ask for it, is another, right? But I believe in you guys. You're walking the right path. Especially since you're here on my channel. I really do want to make this like channel community where like people can network and feel like they have a cozy space to feel like they have a voice or they belong and build something from that. Because the truth is, like, I think a lot of people just want a sense of community, but not something that is based on, like, I don't know, some, like, tradition or social norm or whatever. Like, is this a trigger? Actually, I think I got a better idea. I think people just like would like to have a space where they feel like mices. No, I mean, I like, they have a space where they feel like, they have a voice, but it's not based on, like, oh, well, I have to follow this, like, rule set in order to have a voice. Like, I'm just able to have a voice. Because, like, I don't know, the world is so segregated. Like, oh, I'm this race, or I'm this nationality, or I'm of this religion, or that religion, or I'm of this political affiliation, or that political affiliation, or, I'm of this social status, or, financial status, whatever, or I'm of this belief or that belief. It's like, why can't we all just, like, admit that we're different, and that we can have common ground where we do have common ground? We don't have to be exactly the same or agree with each other all the time, but that we can work towards a common goal. We can work towards being successful. We can work towards becoming a more capable version of the self, and that it doesn't have to be attached to strings. We can just say, we want to have a place where we can develop ourselves. We want to have a place where we feel connected. We want to have a place where we feel like we have a voice. We want to have a place where we feel like we're somewhere we belong. I went a little Linkin Park there. That was actually kind of a nice sound when I put it down the table. Probably gonna sum up here because we're at 30 minutes. And I'm attempting to make these videos shorter because I feel like the audience is more prone to shorter videos. I know the algorithm certainly is, but I'm more interested in what you guys like and what you guys appreciate. But it seems like you guys do like shorter videos, so I'll probably wrap it up here. Yeah, so let me know if you guys enjoyed this style of video compared to me talking about like a specific subject. Obviously, I'm just rambling on. respected, people acknowledge your progress or comment on them, and they don't expect anything in return other than just, like, you know, having an interaction, or, like, you know, being able to give a comment that feels welcome to someone else. So, and I think that's why, like, so much camaraderie is built in the gym, because you know that everybody there is working with a similar goal. They're all focused on their development, and I feel like a big part of that is just, like, you know, even like when you're in the change room afterwards with the boys or whatever, they're just like, oh yeah, looking good, brother. You know, that means a lot to people, more so than just I don't know, some like shallow interaction with somebody somewhere else, right? So I feel like people just want to be seen, feel like their voice is being heard at some level. You guys deserve that. You guys are worthy of that. Believe me, you are. And you can have that. You can have everything you want. Alright, I should probably sum it up there, guys, so we can create more content. And make it also maybe a shorter video as well, in future videos. Let me know if you guys did enjoy this length of video. Let me know if you guys would prefer shorter. Let me know if you guys did enjoy this type of content in the comment section below. All my links will be in the description of, like, my podcasts on Moonstruck and on Athlete Enlightened, and also I'll link my Instagram below. Follow me on Instagram at @top_sorcery if you want. Yeah, I think that's it. Like the video, subscribe, make sure you click the bell notification to stay up to date with new videos, obviously, if you want. And leave a comment if you want to see more content like this, what you enjoyed. If you enjoyed any of the triggers specifically, let me know which trigger was your favorite. And yeah, specifically let me know if you want to see more videos like this, just ASMR, no writing on a board, no big detailed explanation about things. Or if you prefer me to ramble on about a subject like science, spirituality, etc., etc. And I will see you guys in the next video.